Friendly claiming the supply drop.
Alright. This is going to be a great way to start this build video. So if you guys can't see... we were about to mercy roll them. But we'll let this play out a little bit longer. So this is my Tardigrade God mode build. Basically puts you in God mode as soon as you use it. It's amazing. Now it is 2.2 million armor, so just remember that, with Tardigrade. So it is a monster. Look at the reload. Look at the reload speed, baby.
Serious trauma
Oop,
detected.
went out there with no armor. Give me a second.
You're halfway through the fight.
Oh, it didn't even read that armor kit. Okay, let's try it again. There we go. Alright, there's only one guy left. Pretty easy. We'll get the win. There he is.
Immediate medical
Nope,
assistance
we got him.
needed.
GG, boys.
Incapacitated.
GG, boys. Let's go.
Victory
Let's
is
start
yours.
off this Tardigrade God build. So basically what this was is I was trying to showcase what this build can do in PvP. That way, after the build breakdown, we can do some PvE. So I'll do the whole, official intro to this build video as soon as we get out of this lobby. But that was my little PvP showcase. I just wanted to show you. There I am, Pestilence, Tardigrade, and I am MVP. So shout out to all my teammates for that run. Let's do a shout out before I get out of here. So I went 7-0-6 with this build. 22.9 million damage. And shout out to Biga Velboy, Hideo Zero, and Evasive Unknown. GG, boys. Alright, let's get into the build breakdown. Alright, hopefully my load time will be pretty quick. I am on a next generation console. Alright, and then let's get over to the clan quarters so I can start this build video. Why can't I run through this part right here? Doesn't make any sense. But as soon as I get through this doorway, I can run. See that? That's weird. Alright, let's start this build video off. What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 build video. And today we are showcasing the Tardigrade God mode build. Shout out to the DoD, Disciples of Doom. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So this is my Tardigrade God mode build. You can see I'm running the Tardigrade with 2.2 million armor. This is perfect for both PvE and PvP. I just showed you that I can solo queue into conflict and be MVP in PvP with this build. And then after the build breakdown, I will show you what this thing can do in PvE. But first, let's get into the build. Now, starting off with the specialization, I am using the Gunner specialization. Reason being is I get that bonus armor every time I pop a medkit. I also get increased rate of fire after a kill, and when my armor, and also on a kill, I get the armor on kill. So the three mods I'm running on this build are all armor on kill mods. I am not spec'd into crit at all. I am spec'd into weapon handling. Reason being, we can jump straight to those stats. Reason being, as you can see right here, I'm at 32% weapon handling. And the reason I did that is for the reload speed. The number one disadvantage of running the Pestilence is the reload speed. With it being an LMG, it takes forever to reload the weapon. So what I did is I threw weapon handling on here because we all know that the ticks from the Pestilence are not based off of crit at all. Nor is it based off of headshot damage. It is only based off of weapon damage. So as long as you have your weapon damage up, you're good to go. Or spec into weapon handling. So you can see at the bottom here, let's see, where is it? Reload speed on this build, 3.9 seconds for the Pestilence. That's pretty good for an LMG. Now compared to like the Dark Winter, it's 1.4. So you can see that the Pestilence still has a pretty beefy reload speed, but with all that weapon handling, it helps out this even more. All right, so gunner specialization, pretty much a no-brainer. I'm running a tank build, and I like that bonus armor. All right, so then to the weapons. I'm running the Pestilence as my primary, the Dark Winter as my secondary, and a double barrel sawed-off for my sidearm. Now my primary weapon, the only weapon I'm really using at all, is this Pestilence. So here it is, exotic LMG with Plague of the Outcasts. That is the best talent for this weapon because you get that damage over time. So tick damage or damage over time, and combine that with 2.2 million armor and tardigrade, pretty much a no-brainer. Not only that, but I'm running Adrenaline Rush. We'll talk about it later. All right, so back to the Pestilence. 65.8k total damage on a 2.2 million armor build. So 65.8k, that's your base weapon damage. Now, this one is God rolled, so I do have max LMG damage, max damage to targets out of cover, and max damage to armor. So there's a lot of more, multiplicative action going on there. Not only that, but then I get the tick damage. So let's talk about the talent. Plague of the Outcasts. So hits will apply a debuff, dealing 100% weapon damage over 10 seconds. Now, note that only says weapon damage. However, the multiplicative attributes like damage to armor, damage to targets out of cover, things like that will help out your tick damage. However, headshot damage, crit chance will not, I repeat, it will not increase your tick damage. So if you have a Pestilence build and you don't know what to spec into, I highly recommend you spec into weapon handling. That way your Pestilence shoots really fast, it's accurate, and the reload speed is a lot faster. Alright, so back to the Plague of the Outcast talent. So this can stack up to 50 times. And whenever an enemy dies with that debuff, all of those stacks are transferred to the next enemy. Now this is where I'm getting a lot of damage in the PvP area, is because a lot of people want to face tank me. They see the yellow raincoat and they're like, shoot that dude, shoot him. And what they're not understanding is I am running a really high tank build. 2.2 million armor with Adrenaline Rush and Tardigrade. With the gunner specialization, you're not going to kill me. And if so, it's because your entire team had to shoot me all at once. So this is perfect for this type of tank build. Now my secondary, I'm using the Dark Winter. Reason being is it's a very, very fast firing SMG, so I get a lot of burst damage out of this. And not only that, but it has max damage to targets out of cover, so I'm getting multiplicative on top. But let's talk about the Dark Winter. So the Dark Winter is the named Vector SMG with Perfect Killer. So killing an enemy with a crit hit will increase my crit hit damage by 50%. Now for this weapon, let's see if I can pop it up on here. So for this weapon, I'm pretty low on the crit chance, crit damage. So the Perfect Killer is not, the best talent in the world to use. Maybe Optimist in this situation. But I'm not really using it, so I don't really care, to be honest. But if you really were worried about your secondary, I'd probably say, put on a Vector or maybe even a Banshee with, Measured or Optimist. And then for my sidearm, I'm using the double barrel sawed-off. No real rhyme or reason, except for it has close and personal and a whole bunch of base damage. But besides that, again, I am primarily only using the Pestilence. Get that tick damage with this amount of, armor, it's pretty much a no-brainer. I can face tank anybody, and if they have a shield, oh man, is it even more fun for this build. All you have to do is focus the shield and everyone dies. Alright, so you know about the weapons, you know about the specializations, let's talk about the build. So just right off the bat, the only way to get this much armor, 2.2 million, the only way to get that is to spec into 2 Badger Tough, 1 Gilligard, and 2 Foundry Bulwark. That is the only way to get 2.2 million armor. Reason being is you're getting 10% armor from the Foundry Bulwark, you're getting 5% armor from the Gilligard, and you're getting 5% armor from the Badger Tough. So the only way to make this even better is to run Tardigrade. So yeah, let's do a deep dive and we will start with the mask. Alright, so here's the mask. It is Foundry Bulwark. Now, like I said, the gear set bonus we get from this build, the 2-piece, gives us 10% total armor. Now, as far as the attributes, I have max armor, 170k, max weapon handling, and then armor on kill for the mod. Alright, going to the backpack. Gilligard backpack. Now the Gilligard brand set bonus we get from this build, like I said, 5% total armor. Now for the attributes, you do have max armor regen, and max weapon handling. And then for that mod, I threw in there more armor on kill. So yes, this build has some armor regen, some armor on kill, and a whole bunch of weapon handling. Now remember, I did say I am running the backpack talent Adrenaline Rush. So whenever an ally is within 10 meters of me, I gain 20% bonus armor for 5 seconds. Now this can stack up to 3 times. However, let me switch over to PvP. Alright, so PvP, you can see right there, it is cut in half. So now it reads, whenever an enemy is within 10 meters, I gain 10% bonus armor for 5 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. So in PvP, I can get up to 30% bonus armor just for having enemies around me. And for PvE, I get 60% bonus armor when 3 enemies are around me. Now 60% of 2.2 million, it's a no-brainer. I'm not gonna die, especially with Tardigrade. Which, segue, let's talk about the Tardigrade. So the Tardigrade is the exotic chess piece that basically saves not only your life, but your teammates' lives all at once. This is a great support chess piece. If I were to be playing, more selfishly, I'd probably just throw on, Adrenaline Rush, Perfect Intimidate, something like that. But this is more of a support build, and this not only helps me out, but everybody around me. So let's talk about the attributes. I have max armor regen, and then explosive resistance. Those just come with the chess piece. Now as far as the mod, I did choose more armor on kill just because there's no other real mods I could really, use with this build. Alright, and then we're going to talk about the talent. It is called Ablative Nano Plating. Whenever you or any armor breaks, they gain 80% of your armor as bonus armor. Now this lasts for 10 seconds. So 80% of 2.2 million armor. That is a lot. That's going to save a lot of people's lives. Now for PvP, let's switch to that. There we go. For PvP, it is only 40%. So whenever an ally loses their armor, they get 40% of my armor as bonus armor. So in a case of people running all reds, and they have, 700k armor, something like that, whenever they lose their armor and they get my bonus armor, they're actually going to have more armor than they started with. Pretty cool. This is a really cool chess piece to run. Alright, let's move on to the gloves. Foundry Bulwark gloves. Attributes, we have just near max armor and then max weapon handling. Go down to the knee pads. Badger Tough knee pads. Now the Badger Tough brand set bonuses I get from this build, 10% shotgun damage, but then also 5% total armor. And that's what you want. Out of all of these, I am getting total armor added to my build. And then that tardigrade uses all of that total armor and then distributes it whenever myself or allies lose their armor. Pretty cool. Now, as far as the attributes, max armor regen, and max weapon handling. And then finally, the holster. Ooh, I do have a little bit of crit. So the holster is the only place I do not have, the weapon handling for the build. And with that, I do have max armor regen at 4244, and then crit hit damage at 10.7. The real reason I'm using this is because I need that total armor to get me up to that 2.2 million. And when you're playing PvP or PvE, this tardigrade really does help out your teammates. Alright, so that is the build. Let's talk about the skills. So these are the skills I was using for PvP. No brainer, I'm using the Jammer Pulse. I want to get rid of all those skills. And then I like to mark enemies with the Explosive Seeker Mine. It's fun, especially watching them bleed and then they run around a corner and you're just sitting there waiting. It's a lot of fun to use. But for PvE, let's see. For PvE, I will switch over to a Reviver Hive. That way I can save my teammates. Alright, there's that. And then for the next one, I'm going to use the Banshee Pulse. So I'm going to use the Banshee Pulse and the Revive Hive. So this is going to be my PvE version of the build. And I'll do some PvE right after we finish this build breakdown. Alright, so let's talk about stats and then we will get into the PvE. So here are the stats for the Pestilence. 65.8k weapon damage. In PvP, it is just under 22k. I have 10 crit chance, 55 crit damage, and 85 headshot damage. We all know that none of that affects the tick damage. Now I do have the 6% damage to armor, and then I also do have that damage to targets out of cover. Now with all that weapon handling, you can see my weapon swap speed is up, my stability and accuracy are both way up, and so is my reload speed bonus. So it's very helpful to run weapon handling with an LMG build. Alright, moving on to the offensive tab. I do have 10% all weapon damage bonus and 30% LMG damage bonus. So every time I'm using the Pestilence, I get 40% damage bonus total. Now as far as the gear talents, I am running Adrenaline Rush for that bonus armor to help even more increase my sustainability and survivability. And then also from the Tardigrade, that gives everyone that bonus armor as soon as their armor breaks. Now defensive tab. 2.2 million armor with 271k armor on kill. I have 19k armor regen and just under 332k health. Now jumping over to the explosive resistance, this is from my chest piece, which has explosive resistance, so I'm at 17.8%, and then the 10% hazard protection is from my watch. Now that gets me to the disclaimer I do for all my build videos. Right now I am currently watch level 1521, and with that you can see all of my attributes are maxed out 50 to 50. Now if you are under watch level 1000, you will not have a maxed out watch. So for everybody under 1000, your stats a little bit lower than mine in some areas, but if you are over 1000 watch level, you should be able to copy and paste my build and get the exact same numbers and outcome. There you go. Alright, one last look. Here it is, my Tardigrade God Mode build. Alright, now let's do some PvE. Now everyone enjoys a good Lincoln Memorial. Right now it's Fenris, so this should be pretty fun. Let's do Heroic and we will just randomly matchmake. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to find somebody, but we'll see. Alright. Now while we're at that, maybe I'll fast travel over there, get a little bit closer. Boo, boo, doo, boo. See them load times. Yeah, baby. Look at that. It loaded instantly. That's crazy. Alright, here we go. Lincoln Memorial Heroic. You know what? I'm matchmaking, right? Yeah. Screw it. Let's just do it. Alright, so here we go. Lincoln Memorial Heroic. I am on a super duper tank build.
They maintain this outpost. The True Sons
See
are
what
a direct
happens.
threat to the campus.
All my videos are live, so yeesh, fingers crossed. Let's see what happens. Ooh, I saved it. Alright. You can see how the pestilence ticks are just going from one enemy to the next. Pretty legit. And then all I have to do is shoot them once, and there you go. The ticks are still there. Shoot them once, they're still there. I think I'm, there we go. Now I do have another version of this build I'll probably release in like a week or so. It's basically the same thing with a few minor touches. We'll talk about that later. But for this one, it is so much fun to run.
Got a visual on additional hostiles in
Look
the
at that.
memorial compound. They're moving south. There's a gate between you. It looks closed from here.
Alright, moving on.
You'll need to find a way to open that gate.
Alright. Oh, also, let me know in the comments section below how you run the Pestilence. Do you actually run it with all the crit and headshot damage? Or do you know, the whole weapon handling thing? Ooh. Now I just basically want to keep these ticks on the enemies so that it moves from one enemy to the next. See? Pretty simple. Keep it simple, stupid. I'm sure somebody said that, right? And then that's it. All I'm doing is I'm following the pestilence ticks and having fun. Ooh, these drones are going to tear me up though. Doesn't matter how much armor you have with these drones, they will tear you up. Oh, the pestilence went to the turret, not the enemy. Oh no. It's all good. Let me build up these stacks, and we should be good for the next area. Alright, good to go. So not bad, huh? Not bad at all. Alright, next section. I'm surprised I haven't been invited to any games and no one's been invited to mine yet. So it's very surprising. I usually don't have that kind of bad luck. Jeez, why isn't this elite dying? There we go. I was about to say, holy guacamole, Batman. He just took a F ton of damage. RPG. Oop, wrong button. There we go. Yo, those turrets, they mess me up.
Group leader. You have been
Oh hey,
promoted to group
I
leader.
got someone in my team. Look at that.
Another
Ceramic
agent has joined your
sheet.
group.
Okay. Not too shabby.
Answer me!
Oh, he still got me with that. Alright.
Another agent is now in your group.
All
Ooh,
clear.
now we got a third. Look at that. Now we're getting a team.
No, that can't be all.
I think the game just wanted to see if I'd survive.
People to maintain the perimeter.
And I did, so haha. But not bad. You guys can see how this is working in PvE. Pretty cut and dry. Very easy to do any sort of content. You could even use it in, I mean, dare I say, legendaries? You could. However, you're not going to do anything for damage, so I'd probably keep that in mind. I would stick with a skill build, to be honest. But Tardigrade does help.
Another agent has joined your group.
Oop, now we have a full squad. Get it?
Setting up my turret.
No, screw your turret, bro. Your turret hurts. Ooh, someone has a turret up. Yeah. They just spawned in behind us. Alright, let's get that loot. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. Nothing. Come on. Gotta give me something good. Yeah, they're dead.
Damn it. The true sons have turned the memorial into a base.
Alright.
There's an area beneath
Keep
with
this
increased security.
ball
Can't
rolling.
access data on this location. Stay alert. I don't know what you're walking into.
I'm sorry, but not sorry. I gotta pick up all the loot. It's just who I am.
Fuck this noise. I'm not dying to help with the ammo count.
DC-62 detected.
Heads up. Isaac just ID'd those shells as chemical weapons. We can't afford to let the true sons escape with those.
DC-62.
You gotta find a way to
Yo,
close up
look
that
at all
tunnel.
these new players playing with me. Shade level 406, Shade level 481, and Shade level 203. Look at that. I love seeing newer players. Everyone says it's a dead game, but yet people still play it every day. Alright, now we're ready for the next stage. Is everyone saying that I'm still getting like 385k ticks on a 2.2 million armor bleed? Or, yeah,
Agent
million
down.
armor build? I said bleed. Playing too much Outriders. Talking about bleed. Oh, he's right next to me, that's why. There we go. Cool. Almost done with the mission. Alright. Also, let me know in the comments how you guys run your tardigrade. I have not made many build videos with the tardigrade. I do apologize, but it's because I like to do a lot of damage. So it's very rare that I stick with a tank build. But this build is a lot of fun to use, that's for sure. Oop, just got the Acosta go bag. Look at that. Here, I'll give it away. There you go. You're welcome. That dude just picked it up and ran.
We
Did
can
you
lock
guys see
that
that?
tunnel door from their control center. That should keep them from being able to transport those boarders loaded with DC-62.
Oh yeah, and then I gotta get this loot too. Alright.
Let's go. Stopping to reload. Bring down cover fire.
Alright. Having a little minigun fun. Nothing bad about that, right? Alrighty. There you go. We should be at the end of the mission. Thank you all so much for sticking with me, watching not only the end of
That
that
should keep them from
PvP
getting more
match,
of those mortars.
the build breakdown, and then also some PvE. I hope you guys enjoy this build as much as I do. It's just a lot of fun. You just point and shoot. Things don't really kill you, and you kill everything. So it's a pretty good trait if I do say so myself.
Don't let the day. Mortar's getting hit. Enemy mortar hit him. I have them. I'm ready, man.
I love how as I'm running, this phone dude can phone me, like mid-stride. Where are you going? Nowhere. Fuck, nowhere. Wrong alley. Got beat up by some huge freaking guy. Ooh, was that the boss? Yeah, boss is lighting me up. Alright, no worries. Come here, boss. Yeah, I got max stacks on his bag. That's funny. There it goes. There it goes. Alright, night-night.
Good work.
See
Go
ya.
on and head back up. The team from the campus has taken position inside the memorial.
Let's see if I got anything worth it. T821. Bird SRS. Nope. Trash. Oh, there's a good one. Oh, they're about to force me out of the elevator, aren't they? Alright, fine. You don't want me to share anything? Fine. I'll wait. Player etiquette,
If you hadn't
guys.
stopped
Come
them,
on.
I know they would have used those weapons on us, and we would have ended up like Castle. I can't tell you how relieved I am to have you on our side.
Alright.
Thank you.
Now I can share stuff with them. Okay, so first up, I think the mask was pretty good, right? Let's see. I think it was a Gilligard mask. Yep, that's a good one. Intimidate, chest piece. Unbreakable, chest piece. We've got Negotiator's Dilemma. Nope, trash. Trash. Badger Tough. Armor Regen. Oh, trash. Alright. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Kamikazevondoom. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoy my Tardigrade God Mode build. And yeah, have fun. Don't forget, hit that thumbs up, support the channel by subscribing, and let me know in the comment section below what you think. I'm Kamikazevondoom, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.